Hi everyone, Martin here again. Lovely summer's day outside, and I've been doing a bit of auction reaping. Now, for those of you who are bogged down with trying to learn internet marketing, blah blah blah, and all that sort of stuff, and you can't get your head around it, you've got many websites out there. None of them are making money. Don't worry about it. I've been there, I've done that myself. In fact, I've still got loads of websites out there which don't make money, which I should have removed ages ago, but I just leave them there because they've got the odd bit of AdSense on. Well, as I've told you, my goal initially was to work from home. And I created Auction Reaper, as you know, is a way of you earning local money from local cash from items around you and possibly selling them on for a profit. Well, I'm going to show you some stuff now. Even I've got time to do this, as I said to you. You haven't got to visit auction rooms and stay sitting there all day. There's ways and means now where you can do that sort of stuff online. And the stuff I'm going to show you in a second, a lot of the researching I done online, and not just me sitting in front of this PC here. While we're in the living room watching telly of an evening, I've got my iPad out and I'm just flicking through, doing a little bit of research while I'm watching telly. So you can do this stuff very easy. Now, this is only going to be a small section of what I actually do with regards to auction reaping. I do visit auctions, I do go to auction, and it's all part of working from home. Yes, I've got automated income streams. Yes, I've got products out there. But if you're a beginner and you want to start to get an interest or a knowledge in a certain field, maybe auctions or maybe stuff around you, and knowing how to take advantage of that sort of stuff, this is another method of doing it. There's no excuses. But I show you all the techniques that I use in Auction Reaper. And you're going to see some of the results I've got from auction reaping just this week. So let's have a quick look. Remember, I'm not an expert. I don't know anything about most of this stuff that I'm going to show you, but I do know how to search and how much to pay if I do see this stuff. And this is research you can be doing while you're sitting down watching your TV in the evening and just flicking through your iPad, or if you've got a laptop computer, exactly the same as I do. So let's go and have a look now. Right, so here's a table full of stuff that I've recently picked up at auction. Now, again, I don't know anything about this stuff. Get a name for the product and then do your checks using the auction reaping method. And let's just go outside as well. Again, I don't know anything about any of this stuff. I've bought it on the strength of my checks using the auction reaping method. Now, one of my students will like the look of this. This is some lawnmowers I actually picked up. Now, the Honda Izzy, for example, I think I picked that up at a local auction house for £35. This Honda Harry lawnmower, I paid a bit more for that one. I paid £45 for that one. That one, the little red one there, cost a tenner, and that little green one at the end cost £8. I'm not really too bothered about these ones, to be honest with you, but these ones, after doing my checks, the Honda Izzy, I think one's just sold on eBay for around £219 in very, very similar condition to this. So I'm quite pleased with that one. And again, these are another substantial pull-along lawnmowers, these two. So these are very, very powerful lawnmowers, and also in very good condition, believe it or not. So I got them for a steal. Of that, in fact, the largest one there, the Honda Harry, I just put some petrol in it and just thought I'd give it a start up. And it starts up absolutely first class, and it actually runs beautifully with the pull-along mechanism all working well, and I actually went and cut my grass out, so I was well pleased with that. The other ones I've not looked at yet anyway, but I've got one of my students who has created his own information DVD, and some of the tips there in that DVD I'm sure is going to help me with regards to small repairs if needed, possibly on these lawnmowers. As I say, I also bought this old bike. Now, I typed into the word vintage bicycle. Obviously, there's lots of stuff come up there. And on the strength of that, I took a chance and I actually paid £15 at auction for this bike. Now, I don't exactly know too much about it. It's an old 1940s, 30s bike, I think, by the looks of it. Original saddle in its original patina. And again, I've got to do a bit more investigation on that, but for £15 I took a chance, bearing in mind they can pull up to 100, over £200, £300, and even a lot more. So I just took a chance on that one. This little tin car here, again, I just did a check on eBay, and all I typed in was vintage pedal car, and hey ho, one came up for 83 quid, and I paid £20 for that. Over the back here we've got a selection of magazines from the 70s and comics. What I intend to possibly do with these is to put them in little folders, little A4 folders, not A4 folders, in little plastic sheets, and advertise them as maybe individually or in sets as batches, or also do them for the day of your birthday of your year, the day you were born sort of thing. So someone types in the keyword their birth date and unique gift, put that in the title as well, and that word comes up. Here we've got an old Tommy helmet, the SC Police one. Again, I haven't seen an SC Police one on there. I've seen Tommy helmets on eBay. Now I've seen them with writing on. This looks original writing on it, and they should command quite a bit of money. I paid £7 for that. This Commodore Amiga, which I spoke about in my Auction Reaper DVD, or one of the things I talk about in the DVD. Again, I haven't tried this out, it's not working, but I've typed into Google, I know what they possibly can pull. I paid £7 for that. Again, I've got two cameras there, speciality cameras, I can't remember the names, I'm not going to open them up now. But I obviously checked their names, and there was a profit to be made in them. I think I paid about £7 or £8 for each camera there. There's the phones, the two phones here. This one, for example, the Goofy phone, I think I paid £7 for that. Now that did have a slight problem with it, where one of his, I don't know if you can see that, he's got two ears now. Well, he didn't, he only had one ear. So I just made one out of a strip of plastic. It's simple enough to do, it didn't take 5 minutes. Another camera there, which is in the bag with the lenses, which is sold now. There's, what was in there, an old, I've said this one's ready to go off now actually. That's been sold. I paid £7 for an old vintage telephone, the old 70s, 60s or 70s, just a black phone, not working. But people obviously restored this sort of stuff. I put down in the ad that it wasn't working, and I think that sold for 16 quid. Again, profit in there. And this old TV set here, now again, this is not the sort of thing I'd normally buy, but it's got a brand name on it. It's a portable black and white TV from the 1940s. One went on eBay, not working, for £35. I paid a £5 for it. So again, easy money, pick up only, that would be. I possibly wouldn't bother sending that off. Or if I do send it off, it'll have to be boxed up, which is time out of my schedule. So that's the sort of thing, when you're buying larger objects, you have to be aware of. You don't want to be spending too much money or time boxing these things up. So stick to smaller stuff normally, but this stuff, for the sake of this pedal car, for example, is only light, and it could command quite a bit of money. So, well, there you go. That is the auction reaping method, which I employ. I don't know anything about this. Don't forget, I've been doing this for a while. This is just the latest batch I've done. I visit the auction rooms on their viewing days, or sometimes when I can't get down there, I will just look online, because a lot of these auction rooms now have online catalogues, and I view the stuff online, and then I am rigged up to the automatic bidding if I don't want to go down there on the day, and I sit at home while I'm doing other things, because these auctions can run all day basically, especially if it's on a Saturday. They tend to keep the large ones for a Saturday, and you can bid online. I pay £2.50 for the privilege of bidding on any certain auction, and a lot of this stuff was actually won on auction. In fact, all of this stuff, apart from that computer there, all of this stuff was won on auction online. And that lawnmower there, the other 3 lawnmowers, I actually won them at the auction room. That was at a separate auction room. Again, there are these local auction rooms around you, or within a 20-mile radius, so you don't actually have to be there and sit there all day. I mean, a couple of auctions, I think that the computer there, for example, that was one auction which it was item 100 and something or whatever it was, I can't remember. But rather than sit there all day afterwards and wait for that, I just sort of wait there. I knew the items I wanted. I'd go in there with a book with all my list of my stuff, and as soon as the item comes up, that's it. You've got to wait 15 minutes normally, and then you can basically take the item away, and that's your job done. So then you bring the item home, and then again, what I'm doing here, they're all on this table here basically because they're going to be relisted very shortly. So anyway, that's auction reaping. Anyone can do this. I'm doing it now with other stuff I do as well. There's no reason why you can't do it. Cheers. Well, there you go. That is just a small selection of stuff, and I pick this stuff up and I sell it straight on. Some of this stuff I've actually brought and I sell on for spares or repairs. So I don't even bother repairing it. Things like that computer, the Amiga computer for example, that went on sale as spares or repairs. I had no way of checking it, and I didn't want. So you're looking for quite in and out, in and out, and that is how you deal with it. You know, that can turn into a business. Do that enough times. I mean, I've got my calendar on the wall there, and I can visit an auction rooms or attend auctions online or offline up to 3 to 4 times a week. That is just within a sort of 20-mile radius. And what I tend to do, as I said, I go to the auction viewing maybe, and then once I've got the information of the stuff, I come back, do my checks as I do in the auction reaping method, which I show you in the DVD training, which I provide. And then what I do my research online, as I said to you, on either the laptop or sitting here at the computer, while I'm doing other things like watching telly or whatever. Give it a go. You've got no excuse that you can't make money. You just got to get off your backside and start doing something. This is a simple way without any knowledge that you know, but I'll show you how to do it in Auction Reaper. Check it out.